So where are we? I decided yesterday we was going to go back to basics, and talk about practice again, right? Because what do I say? The perfection is in the practice. And I think someone else said that. I'm not sure who did, but I say it all the time. The perfection is in the practice. The perfection is in the practice. So we practice. And one of the things we practice every single day is what? Our spiritual practice, right? And so what I didn't do yesterday was share the definition. And there's like a whole slew of definitions for practice, depending on how you're using it. But this is the one that I want to ground us in. And it's a quick, easy one to remember. Practice, the definition, what you do habitually. What you do habitually is your practice, right? So think about that, right? What do you do habitually, right? Some of us habitually complain, right? Some of us habitually see the good side of things, right? We're just an optimistic point of view, right? And it's a habit. Yes? Some of us are habitually pessimistic, right? Some of us habitually get up, go into our inner sanctum, wherever that may be, and spend some time with the energy, the universe, God, spirit, the divine, right? To start our day, to ground ourselves, right? So what I'm talking about is to be habitually practicing the presence, right? And if you haven't read Joel Goldsmith's book, Practicing the Presence, I highly recommend it. I referred to it before, but it's all about how we can be in the presence of that which we are, right? The divine self, the higher self, all the time, simply through the practice of it. And guess what? You can do it anytime, anywhere. You really can. However, I would say from experience that the best time is when you get up in the morning, just to set the tone for the day. And it's a very powerful grounding for you. And if you don't believe me, try it out. They say it takes 21 days to form a new habit. I really think they underestimate. They really underestimate, right? This habit, the subconscious mind's habit, right? Right? Because the subconscious mind is called what? The seat of habit. The subconscious mind is the seat of habit, right? And so we are practicing and pressing upon that seat of habit to change. And it ain't easy. But we can do so because we have what? Because we have a conscious mind. And so therefore we're able to choose what it is that we're going to focus our intention and our attention on. Yes? All right. So we're practicing what we're thinking about on a daily basis, habitually is what we are doing, right? So we want to start to shift what I talked about yesterday, our default thinking, right? That default thinking that might say, oh, nothing ever works for me. Oh, I never have any money. Oh, I'll never get that job. Oh, I'll never find a good man or a good woman, right? Our default thinking, what is it? What do you have it set to? And so I know in my congregation of joy, we all have our default thinking set on our quality, right? Because that's what we have been affirming. That has been our incantation. Y'all, we in October. We've been doing this for 10 months. 10 months, y'all, practicing the quality of the divine that we are embodying, right? In and through ourselves all year long. All year long. That is a habit. That is a habit that you will have all been practicing all year long, right? Right? And even when you slip and fall, right? You just pick yourself right back on up, because the other thing that the universe provides for us is grace. It's grace. It's grace. God ain't going to say, oh, look at you. You didn't do your spiritual practice on Thursday, right? Demerit for you. Go stand in the corner. That was the God of my childhood, punishing, judgy. Yeah. But no, we transformed, right? We have a higher understanding of that which is all good all the time, right? We even have that saying, right? God is good, right? And then the whole church would say all the time, right? Oh yes. That is the truth. That is the truth. So what are you daily thinking about, meditating upon, imagining, right? What are those habits for you? So I want to share something from the Science of Mind text. And this is Ernest Holmes. You'll know I have referred to this book so much that it's just completely come apart. There's no more cover page. It's sad, y'all. But this is what use look like. So this is what Ernest Holmes writes on, those of you who have the text, on page 185. It's the second paragraph. He says, to daily meditate on the perfect life and to daily embody the great ideal is a royal road to freedom, to that peace which passeth understanding, and is happiness to the soul of man. Let us learn to see as God must, with a perfect vision. With a perfect vision. Let us see with our spiritual eyes, not by appearance, right? Let's hear with our spiritual ears, not by what the world says, right? Let's hear from our intuition. Let's practice listening and seeing from the higher perspective that we are. Yes? So what is your daily meditation like? Ernest said, to daily meditate on the perfect life. Are you daily meditating on the perfect life? Right? When I talk about our spiritual practice and I say do inspirational journaling, right? That means you're writing about that which is inspiring you, right? That perfect life that you are embodying or seeking to embody more fully. Yes? That's right, Wayne. I see you. Divine right seeing. Yes. Make that a habit to see habitually, divinely, rightly. Yes. That's the choice, the conscious choice that we get to make. Because I will tell you something, if you leave it up to your subconscious mind to make the choice, it's going to go what it knows. It's going to do what it knows. It's going to do what's familiar. It's going to do what has been conditioned to do. Longer than what you're doing right now with the practice, right? Longer than what we are doing in our practice. But it doesn't matter. What matters is that we're consistently, habitually practicing the truth of who we are, our affirmation, our quality. That's what matters. Even if you feel like you totally screwed up yesterday, like, oh my God, I just wasted the whole day watching whatever the latest thing is, right? Forgive yourself and make a conscious choice today, because yesterday is over. It's nothing you could do about it, right? Except what? Beat yourself up about it, or forgive yourself and move forward in love, in grace, in harmony, in peace, and joy, and all the things that we have been breathing into all year. So who's with me? Who's with me on being in this practice of good, this practice of love, this practice of meditating on the perfect life, on the perfect life? That's my practice right now. That's my practice right now, to practice on imagining, seeing, believing, trusting, having the faith that the perfect life is already mine, unfolding within me, right? But I have to be willing and open to the receiving of it, right? My mind got to be right, right? We talk about the mental equivalent, right? Emmett Fox, right? If you can see it, you can experience it, you can have it. But we have to expand our consciousness, right? Do you want a little bit or you want some more? So expand the mental equivalent to some more. And what does that feel like? What does that feel like? The energy behind the feeling tone is everything. Because why? The universe responds to feeling. Most powerfully, the universe responds to feeling. So you get your feeling, you get your thinking, you get your all that as a habit in the oneness of that which you want and desire and already are. There you have it. But guess what? You got to continue to do it. You can't just do it one time. It's a habit. It's a practice. It's a practice. All right, y'all. So that's where we are today. We're going to continue practicing tomorrow. Practice your spiritual practice. However way you practice is perfect, right? I share something that I know works, right? Which is spiritual reading, inspirational journaling, meditation, and prayer, right? Yours might look a little different. The bottom line is to do what works for you habitually in practice. All right. I see you, Laura. All right. She said, I am. Thank you for the reminder. You are welcome. Girl, I needed a reminder. I needed a reminder for myself. So that's why I said we got to go back to basics. Yes, Lindsay. Yes. I see the thumbs up, Vanessa and Pamela. Yes. Hey, Davon. Yes. So let's practice together. Every morning, set some time aside. And I'm not talking about an hour. I'm not talking about burning candles and incense. I'm not talking about going to get your special cushion from Home Goods. I'm not talking about any of that. Just as you are. Come just as you are. Nothing else is required. Just you. Okay? So I say do a 3-3-3-3. 3 minutes of reading, 3 minutes of journaling, 3 minutes of meditation, 3-minute prayer, right? And then you could build upon that, taking baby steps. What's important is to do it consistently, right? I will see you all tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Peace and blessings, peace and justice. We're living life in joy. Yes. Connected to our yes.